My name is Mariana Hopp.
I'm Adam Inselstein.
My name is Keithan Kunnery.
And I'm Esme Wong Mark, and today we're introducing the TJX pop-up truck. With all the classes, homework, extracurricular activities, and social events, college students simply do not have enough time to go shopping during the school week. That is why the TJX pop-up truck is the perfect solution. It introduces TJX merchandise in an easy and accessible manner where college students reap the benefits of shopping while at the convenience of their campus. And TJX gets the benefit of developing a potential lifetime customer. My colleague Keithan will now discuss further our business model. Thank you.
Thanks, Esme. One of our top priorities is to make the TJX pop-up truck as recognizable as possible to anyone on campus and to attract a young demographic. Having TJX pop-up truck written on the side in a pop of colors will potentially attract new customers and have them stop by and shop. The inside of the 24-foot truck will have bright LEDs, nice white flooring, and fixtures to hold all the merchandise. We do this to have a TJX store feeling. On the right side of the truck, we will have the entrance and the awning, and this is where we will have our outside checkout service. As for how the truck will function, twice a month the TJX pop-up truck will first rotate around Northeastern, Boston University, and Boston College as a test run. The items in the truck will be chosen based off of the results from a survey asking what college students want. And because of accessibility and ease, college students can buy products from the truck when it pops up at their university. This also gives them a chance to win a $200 gift card in a raffle. When a student buys a product from the TJX pop-up truck, the receipt serves as a raffle ticket, which then must be deposited at a TJX store in order to be entered into the raffle to win the $200 gift card. The raffle to win the gift card will occur once a month. This raffle is the way that we will be able to bring Gen Zers directly into the stores. Its purpose is to finally bring this generation into TJX to secure potential lifetime customers. Now Mariana will address the unmet customer need and the size of our target market.
Thank you, Keithan. So the TJX pop-up truck will fulfill college students' unmet need by increasing accessibility and convenience and by delivering products of great value. We conducted a survey among current undergraduate students, and 83% of respondents said that they have less than an hour to shop in a week. So by selling the merchandise directly on the university campuses, we will be increasing the convenience for these consumers, which in turn will result in more opportunity for them to shop at TJX. Next, 68% of respondents said that they would most likely come to the pop-up truck if they had it available in their university. This is a great result that shows how our target consumer demographic has high interest in our service. Also, 61% answered that price is the largest factor that determines their buying decisions. This is essential to the business model. In fact, in the 2018 10K report, TJX identified excellent value as a major factor that drives consumer traffic to the stores, as well as the treasure hunt shopping experience. The TJX pop-up truck will reinforce the TJX model. We will focus on bringing great value to our consumers, and we will add the important factor of convenience to bring the treasure hunt to you. I'll now outline the steps we took to compute the number of reachable target consumers. First, we began with the large number of all undergraduate students in the United States. Then we took that number and narrowed it down to the undergraduate students in Boston, and then narrowed that further to only those in Northeastern University, Boston University, and Boston College. Those are the 3 universities we chose to be where we will first launch the TJX pop-up trucks. We intend on expanding to other universities in Boston by year 2 and year 3, and we also intend on expanding to other cities with a high concentration of universities in the future. As I mentioned in the previous slide, 68% of our survey respondents had high interest in our service. From that percentage, we took a reduced estimate of 40% to compute the total number of reachable target consumers, and that resulted in over 16,000 students. Now, I'll pass it on to Adam, who will talk about the pop-up industry.
Thank you, Mariana. The pop-up industry is $10 billion and growing, and this growth can be attributed to essentially having a store within a store. For businesses, pop-up shops can serve as a valuable brand activation tool to help them reach their target audiences. With over 60% of shoppers shopping for seasonal items, our trucks will be able to deliver exactly this with our concept of our inventory being stocked based on our survey responses. Additionally, each season we will bring items that are appropriate for the given time of year. Inventory will never get old and will quench Gen Z's thirst for trendiness. Gen Z is powerful, spending more money in the retail sector than any other generation. It is clear that the tastes and preferences of this group have a significant impact on what stores they're stocking their shelves with. Along with this influence over the retail market comes the result of growing up in a technological age. Gen Z wants it and they want it now. Having a truck parked right on students' campuses fits the Gen Z mentality well, as we are delivering directly to them and significantly cutting down the time these students have to wait to get what they're spending this substantial chunk of money on. This demographic is the future of the retail market, making up about 23% of the US population and spending $44 billion annually. This is why we must bring this market to TJX. To be expected with this purchasing allowance, Gen Z will make up 40% of all 2020 shopping. 98% of our survey respondents said they prefer to do shopping in-store versus online, which means that they enjoy going out to shop, but they don't have the time and they don't have the patience, which is why the TJX pop-up truck is the perfect way to attack this market. 61% of respondents also said that price is a big factor when shopping, which is exactly why TJX is a perfect company for what this generation is seeking. The majority of shoppers care about having a shopping experience that isn't boring. And with our trucks, we will be able to deliver inventory that Gen Zers actually want. All in all, our business concept satisfies the needs of a very valuable demographic. The actual value of this will be outlined by Esme.
Thank you, Adam. And now we would like to show the impact of having a lifetime Generation Z customer has on TJX. So we anticipate that a first-year college student would probably spend $35 at TJX and go about twice a year, which would be about $70. Now by year 10, we anticipate that that college student has now graduated and probably has a more stable job, where they will now go to TJX 3 times a year, spending $40, which is $120 a year. Now by year 30, that college student from their college years has now become a lifetime and loyal TJX customer, generating up to $3,100 of additional revenue. Now, if we were to implement the TJX pop-up truck to Texas, California, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts, TJX could have an additional revenue of $258,073,000. And this was contrived from very conservative estimates, saying that of those undergraduate students, only 40% would go to the TJX pop-up truck. And from that amount, only 20 would go to the physical brick and mortar store to deposit their gift receipt. And from them, only 40% would actually buy something at TJX. So again, these are extremely conservative estimates, yet shows the impact and potential benefit Generation Z has on TJX. And now Adam will continue on describing urban marketing's finances.
Thank you, Esme. In order for urban marketing to earn money, we will charge TJX a flat rate of $250,000 per year, which is 0.0005% of their current cost of marketing. To combat the additional cost of adding in campuses to travel to, we must therefore increase the flat rate by $25,000 each consecutive year. Compared to how much TJX will earn from the pop-up truck, this flat rate is very reasonable. One of our most significant pre-opening expenses in year 1 is our truck expense, although most of the components of this expense are one-time purchases. Post-opening year 1, as well as year 2 and year 3, will have a wage expense of $80,000 per year, with this being our biggest annual expense. Profit-wise, we will have an ending balance of $604,000 by year 3, which is about a $300,000 increase from year 1. Keithan will now outline our supply chain.
Thanks, Adam. Our supply chain is easily executed. We start by taking a survey of students on each college campus to research what kind of merchandise is of interest. Then my colleagues and I will go to the TJX warehouse to fill up the pop-up truck early in the morning, just hours before going to the university. We will then drive to each university, open up shop twice a month, and sell the items the students wanted through our survey. We will generally stay at each university for about 6 hours, ranging from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mariana will now share our marketing plan.
Thank you, Keithan. So for our marketing strategy, the main channel we will use to reach our market is social media. Our target demographic is a generation that makes having a social media presence an essential factor to any business. Here's an example of a flyer and ad that would be posted to promote our service to the students in each of the universities. For example, we could post this on the Facebook pages of each of the universities we visit as an effective way to reach our consumers. Now, let's meet the members of Urban Marketing as they introduce themselves and their roles in this business. I'm Mariana, specialized in design. One of my main interests are the arts, and I keep up to date with the trends in society. This allows me to know what appeals to our consumers and to know what they want.
I'm Adam Intelstein, and I specialize in finance. I first started investing in high school, and I've developed a decent understanding of financial trends.
My name is Keithan Canary, and I specialize in logistics. I understand the real estate market very well, and I decide exactly where the TJX pop-up truck will travel.
Hello, my name is Esme Wong Martin, and I specialize in group management and corporate culture. Here at Urban Marketing, we pride ourselves on fostering both a positive and constructive work environment, which is made possible by our 3 core values, which I will get into more on the next slide. Here at Urban Marketing, we have 3 core values, and that is psychological safety, integrity, and accountability. Studies have shown that one of the primary characteristics needed in a team to foster effective communication and collaboration is psychological safety, which is the idea that everyone has equal opportunity to express their ideas and will not be judged when they do produce an idea. Now next is integrity, which coincides with the idea of honesty. We want to be honest with each other, our employees, our customers, and our potential business partners, such as TJX. We strive to always hold ourselves accountable and present ourselves in a professional and ethical manner where we are proud of the work we do. Lastly, we believe in accountability. The idea that if I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it, and I won't have to be constantly reminded. Here at Urban Marketing, we strive to produce an environment everyone feels safe in and wants to be part of the team. And this is because we are dedicated to producing an environment everyone wants to be part of. And now my colleague Keithan will further discuss our potential competitors.
Thanks, Esme. Our direct competition would be other pop-up trucks that aren't out there yet. However, stores like Bed Bath & Beyond, Target, Ross, and Macy's, which are in direct competition, could implement this idea as well if they witness our success. We will now have Esme with our recap.
Thank you, Keithan. My colleagues and I presented a compelling case for the viability of a mobile merchandise truck today, where 68% of respondents said they would go to the pop-up truck, 44% would deposit their receipt, and 82% would likely buy something at a brick-and-mortar store. Furthermore, TJX has the potential of generating up to $258,073,000 of additional revenue if trucks were to be implemented in California, Texas, Pennsylvania, and Massachusetts. This simply is too good of an opportunity to give up. Generation Z has a huge impact on the marketplace, and Urban Marketing is dedicated to tapping into this market and partnering with TJX to ensure the lifetime customer of a new demographic. Thank you.